Don't be afraid. This is not a recruitment film for Satanism. You're either a real Satanist, a true Satanist, or not. And if you are, you were born that.
Satanism is where they do ritual with people's blood, they kill people, they worship some effigy or sort of some group, carry themselves, they have that evil spirit that controls them. And that's why they could put knife on somebody's neck and drink the blood and use it to sprinkle it on some effigy. No.
They're all a bunch of paedophiles. You want to come back for youth? You can fuck somebody up for good. Huh? That's what they want. That's what they love. That's what they're into.
I think it's quite misunderstood within popular culture. There's often a lot of associations made about it that are quite incorrect.
Well, it occurred to me for many, many years that there was a large gray area between psychiatry and religion that was untapped, and no religion had ever been based on man's carnal needs or his fleshly pursuits. Religions for thousands of years have been telling people what they should do and what they shouldn't do according to the basic whims of a person who might be running the show is very understandable. We're realists, we Satanists, but we also feel that a person has to be good to themselves before they can be good to other people.
We feel that man, the animal, is fine as he is, that we don't need to change man into something different. We don't have to perfect him spiritually. We think that's a vast waste of time. And that for us, life is lived once, and therefore Satanism is a tool for us to get the most out of life here and now, and not waiting for some kind of fake spiritual paradise or for some false punishment in an afterlife that doesn't exist.
Today's becoming really trendy to be a Satanist. But I'll tell you one thing, Satan doesn't care about you. Satan will butt fuck you in hell and take your soul and destroy it.
What do they do in this car?
They do sex there, they kill babies.
Sex to who?
They do sex to children, they do it to each other.
And what are the babies for? What do you get the babies?
We send the social services to do it, unfortunately. They get the babies from families who can't look after the baby and who don't want the baby.
I think they're old school devil worshippers. Obviously the paedophiles. I wouldn't class them as Satanists. They're just giving us a bad name at the end of the day. And no, we don't accept people like that. We don't want that sort of thing to be involved. And we're not criminals. My name is Tyler Johnson. I'm 17 years old. I'm studying my A-levels so I can be a pilot, which I've always wanted to be. I live in Folkestone, Kent, and I am a Satanist. Well, I read the Satanic Bible. I've always been interested with the occult. And so I read it, and the things Anton LaVey mentioned, it just all makes sense to me. And I thought to myself, this is what I want to be. Anton LaVey created the 11 rules on Earth, and we follow them. And we also have the 9 deadly sins, which is obviously stupidity is at the top.
That we present the sins and the 9 satanic statements are really basically talking about the way the universe works. And particularly when we deal with the satanic sins, these are behaviors that are, if we did them, we'd think we were being stupid. And we'd have to like smack ourselves and say, oh, you don't want to do that again.
People come to us. We don't go out saying, you're going to be a Satanist. No, they come out. But, we try and help people as much as we can, try and answer questions as much as we can. And if they're interested, then fair enough, they can join us. If they're thinking like we're going to give them powers and things like that, then we'll turn them away, because that's not what we're about. Satanism demands study, not worship. We see Satan as a sense of pride, sense of wisdom, sense of egoism, and it's the first carnal religion on earth. And we are all animals on this earth. And so, all animals have their own needs. All animals need their own things. Satan is the opposer, but he's someone that's never hurt anyone. You see, in the Bible alone, God's killed 100 million people, and Satan killed 0. The Satan religions, fine, can be deadly, because they believe in Satan as a living thing, and so because of that, obviously the real Satan, they think sacrificing babies, it'll give Satan powers and stuff like that. So them giving us bad names make people think we worship that, but we don't, In America, it's quite bad. They try and blame us for crimes they've done. A mum and a dad, they killed the son or something like that. They're saying it was a sacrifice. And to be honest, they're mentally ill. Satan's not real.
It was believed that evil spirits traveled the earth in human form, and thousands of innocent people were hanged or burned at the stake for witchcraft or sorcery. They were condemned by the words of the ignorant and the superstitious, idle gossip growing into wild rumors, spreading through towns and villages, twisting and turning into fantastic and monstrous tales.
Hi, how are you? I'm Oma. I'm a student at St. Martin's and I live in London. And I had this girl in my class who was bullying me because she accused me of witchcraft. It was actually quite funny what she had said at that point. She was like, "Oh, well, my head has been itching, so I think it's you, and I'm having dreams about you. And I really think you're doing something on me." Until the point she started to search my belongings when I was in the bathroom. She was sent home by the principal. My teacher was trying to protect me, and she kept on screaming, "Oh, I'm gonna get you, for what you've done to me, I'm gonna get you, I'm gonna kill you." And everyone was in shock, so she went away. And then we were on our way home, and we saw her coming from the other side. And then before I knew it, she had punched me, and I was trying so hard to get away from her, trying to push myself away from her because I didn't want to fight her because I had no reason to fight, to be honest. And then my friend ended up pushing us apart and punching her. I started to panic, and the moment I looked down on my hands, there was just blood everywhere. And the police came after 2 minutes after she left. And then now 2015, we had the final case about it. And basically she was sentenced to 2 years in prison. I'd always have to take taxis everywhere, from the door to the door, because I didn't want anything to happen to me. She was really superstitious, really religious, really believed in witchcraft and Satan and what's good and bad, even though she wasn't entirely a good person. I think she does still believe that I'm a witch, and obviously she's never gonna apologize to me because obviously she's going to prison because of me. She's sacrificed her freedom for her belief, Yeah.
If somebody now, you see those people that are committing suicide, not just that or stabbing somebody, they are not themselves. They are possessed.
I see.
They are possessed.